Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Fandom, fun, funny.
All right, my Kinda Nerdy Network. You are amazing. You've been patient. As you can hear, I have my voice back. Producer Jonna is close to getting her voice back, and we are close to getting you a new episode with the Kinda Nerdy Girls back together. In the meantime, I actually recorded this the day, maybe day or two before I lost my voice. So excited to have Anthony Montgomery back. And so weird because if you go back just a few episodes, I actually had pulled one of our first interviews with Anthony out of the vault. If you're not familiar with him, he is an Indianapolis native. And as we go into this interview here, you're going to hear all of the amazing things that he's done, including Star Trek and the amazing new movie that he has out. So let's get into it. If you are not a member of the Kinda Nerdy Network yet, I do want to remind you, it is our free Facebook group. And if you want to up your support, you are more than welcome to go to the kindofnerdynetwork.com and throw a few bucks our way so you get the exclusive behind the scenes and extra content that comes with being a Kinda Nerdy Network supporter. All right, here we go. Hello, Anthony. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're back together, Anthony.
I was just, when he said KJ from Indianapolis, I was like, wait, KJ that I interviewed with when I came to Indy? How you doing, Mama?
Yes, you know what? And it's so funny, Anthony. I'm so good. I've got my own radio show now. It's just you and me, my friend. But a couple of weeks ago, that memory popped up and I shared it. And I was like, I got to get Anthony back on the show. And like 2 days later, I had the email. Would you like to talk to Anthony Montgomery? Yes.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you and proud of you. Great job. Of course they're going to give you your own show. You're a rock star. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Well, and I'm so excited to catch up with you. Obviously, I've got a lot of listeners here who, one, are excited because, you know, you're from Indianapolis. You went to Ball State. You're one of us. And then you went on to be in Star Trek Enterprise, and you're like living the dream out there. I got ladies who love that you were on General Hospital. Can you just like catch us up a little bit on what's going on in your rock star life and this latest project that you have coming out tomorrow?
Oh, I love you. This is, thank you for all the hometown fans. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. It's been a grind out here. This is what Hollywood is, but I've been very fortunate and very blessed to be able to keep carving out a career for myself. Obviously, Star Trek Enterprise being the biggest, and then doing General Hospital, getting an Emmy nomination, being on General Hospital opened up my mind to the possibilities of different things that I could do. I never imagined getting any sort of award or anything on the show. I just went on to do the best that I could. And that's literally what I do with every project, including the most recent one people can catch me on, The Family Business. I play Brother Elijah. I'm a major recurring on there. They're in their 4th season. That airs on BET+. So I'm doing that right now. During the pandemic, I started my memoir. Well, I started it years ago, but I finished it during the pandemic, and now it's being edited. When the book is completely done, I will make sure I get a copy of it to you, and we can have a full conversation, because I start the book with my time in Indianapolis, and it takes me through the crazy journey that my life has been. I've developed, you have a copy of Miles Away, because I believe I gave it to you when I was there.
I do.
It has been optioned by a company, and they're looking at turning it into an animated series. So
yes!
I'll be an executive producer there, and that whole thing. I can't talk more about it because they're in the middle of a deal right now. So when the deal comes through, I will absolutely let you know. Don't worry about that for sure. I created another series that is with a different animation company. Like I'm being Mr. Renaissance because I learned during the pandemic that I cannot just be an actor. I didn't realize I love acting most. You love being on the radio. You love doing what you do. You're able to do your job as a radio personality. You could do that during the pandemic.
Yes.
I couldn't do my job during the pandemic. So it made me have to reevaluate what I needed to do to keep pushing myself forward.
Well, I'm so if I can, Anthony, I want to say I'm so proud of you, and I'm not surprised at all because, I mean, you have pushed yourself so far, and you're such a creative. I would never consider you just an actor. I mean, you've got the graphic novel is amazing. You have, I mean, you're a musician. You've put out, albums. You're always sort of in that space of how can I create more? And so to hear everything that you're doing right now, I'm not surprised, and I expect many great things still to come.
Oh, I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And this most recent one that we are talking about, Without Ward, I believe it's coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
On different platforms. And I did this 10 years ago. The director is Corey Cataldo, and his dad and I are good friends. And Corey directed and wrote a different independent feature film years ago. And this is the follow-up to that. It pushes a lot of envelopes. I believe that it's going to be one of those when people see it, especially coming out of the pandemic and feeling like we all need to connect with each other. This is a really timely film because it is literally about connectivity. A man creates a drug that allows people to live out their wildest dreams. And we've seen things like that before, but then over a 20-year period, more than half the world becomes addicted to this drug, or they're all a part of this drug, and they literally have forgotten how to commune with other human beings. This is what the journey takes you on. And again, I'm trying to not give away too many things, but it takes you on a journey of this family that realize they need to connect more than just popping a pill or doing something that is run by a government. That we need people. Humans need other humans.
It seems so timely, Anthony, with what we're going through. I mean, some of us have. I mean, I have felt it. It's like, I've forgotten how to actually be around humans now that I can do that again.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. That's what it felt like. I feel like once the mandates and different things have been being lifted, and I'm in California right now, and they just lifted a different mandate the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Once that started happening, it was like people taking their baby steps for the very first time. Well, how am I supposed to be in society? How am I supposed to be around other people? Corey was really onto something because we did this movie 10 years ago.
I can't even believe that. I did not know that. When you said that, I'm like, how is this so timely when it was a decade ago? Anthony, I want to be mindful because I know you have a lot of interviews that you're doing today, even though I'd like to keep you in Indianapolis forever. Without Ward is out tomorrow. You can watch it on Apple TV, Google, Vudu, Amazon, all the places. And I need to remind you, I want to go back to Miles Away because I have it on record, Anthony, that I get to voice a character in this when it turns into that animated feature. So I'm holding you to that.
Got it. You just have to because I've also learned that animation takes time, and they only give you the power that they allow you to have. And by they, I mean the decision makers.
Gotcha.
So as soon as I am in a position where I can then call more of the shots, right now, I'm still in the let's get it sold, and then we will see what the powers that be, the people who write the check, will see what they let me do. But I was told once you get the first one moving, then they open up the reins and let you do more. So it's going to be, right now, it's going to be at least 3 seasons.
Nice.
So I'm sure by maybe the second season, I'll be able to say, okay, guys, I've made some money for you. I want to start bringing in people to do other things. Like, it's not just you. I've got a few people that
Don't you even worry about it, Anthony. We want to see you succeed, and if we can be a part of that at some point, that would be an honor. Until next time, congratulations on everything that's going on, and we will chat again soon. Love you, Anthony.
Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. You guys take care. Indianapolis is always hometown. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon.
The Kinda Nerdy Girls is produced by our wonderful patrons like Leanne, Kayla Allen, Michelle Hamilton, Samantha Miller, Clay Swain, Donna Duncan, Aaron Miller, and music is provided by Paul Miller. That's a lot of Millers. If you'd like to be a producer of our show, all you have to do is throw a few bucks our way on Patreon to help us keep the show going. Look for the Kinda Nerdy Girls on Patreon or go to kindanerdynetwork.com, where you can also find our merch. I'm KJ. Thanks so much for listening.